Some fights, they aren't really about winning or losing. They're about what you're willing to give up of yourself just to keep the peace. And this is one of those stories, a really personal fight for the one thing that represents who you truly are. And that line right there, it just sets the stage, doesn't it? This is about something way beyond money or assets. It's about that last thing you have that still feels like yours. The one thing that, no matter what, was always, without a doubt, a part of you. So what was this one thing? Well, it wasn't just some random possession. We're talking about a piece of family history, an heirloom that was passed down through 3 generations. And this isn't just any car. Oh no. It's an icon, a 1968 Ford Mustang GT Fastback, Highland Green. Yeah, that's right, the exact same legendary machine that Steve McQueen drove in the movie Bullitt. You can practically hear that engine rumble just thinking about it. The car's journey is absolutely central to this story. His grandfather bought it brand new back in '68. Then it went to his dad, and finally it was given to him for his 21st birthday, long before his marriage was even on the horizon. And that's the crucial part, right? This car was part of his identity for years before his wife ever was. So how does something so personal become a battlefield's? Well, this next part of the story, it really shows how a symbol of who you are can slowly, methodically, be turned into a tool of control. I mean, at first it was great. He picked her up in the Mustang for their first date, and she seemed to absolutely love it. He said he fell in love right then and there. But he wasn't paying attention to the subtle little shifts that started to happen next. And here it is, the shift. You see, each of these comments, on its own, seems almost reasonable, doesn't it? But when you put them all together, they start to form a pattern. It's this slow, steady pressure. It's not a big explosion, it's designed to just wear you down over time. So what did he do? To keep the peace, he started keeping the Mustang over at a friend's place. Now, he told himself he was just being considerate, right? But what was really happening is that he was letting a piece of himself just disappear. And that's how it so often starts. The big turning point came during a counseling session. His wife framed the whole issue like this. She needed to be the absolute priority, over the car, over his friends, over his hobbies. And that therapy session, it basically handed her a powerful, validated narrative. The car is the problem. And it didn't take long for that narrative to get weaponized. Soon after, she softly asks him to sell the car. To prove that she and their relationship are more important. And that's the moment a request becomes an ultimatum. And what she was doing actually has a name. It's a textbook example of what we call emotional blackmail. It's the classic, prove you love me by destroying something that you love. This tactic uses your own desire to be a good partner against you, turning it into a weapon pointed right at your own identity. Well, he didn't sell the car, but the damage was already done. When the marriage finally ended, the fight for that Mustang moved out of the therapist's office and into the courtroom. The entire legal battle really just boiled down to this. Her claim was that the Mustang was a marital asset, right? Because its value went up, and supposedly some joint money was used for upkeep. The reality, of course, was that it was a premarital gift with a deep family history. During mediation, she says this, "I'm not trying to hurt you. I just need what's fair." This is such a classic tactic of playing the victim. It's designed to make the other person feel guilty, even in a legal setting. And it's so disorienting because there's still a part of you that remembers the good times and wants to believe them. So what was the basis for her whole claim that joint funds were used? Well, it all came down to this number, just $640. Let's just put that into perspective for a second. $640 for 2 sets of tires and a brake job was being used to justify a claim for half the value of a car appraised at over $120,000. The disparity is it's staggering. But then, the truth came out. An email she had sent to her sister 3 years before they even separated revealed the entire plan. This was never about fairness. It was about finding the one thing that she knew would hurt him the most and making damn sure she got something out of it. It was completely premeditated. Well, once that email came to light, the legal conclusion was pretty obvious. The judge ruled that the Mustang, a premarital gift maintained almost entirely with his own money, was his and his alone. So, the legal battle was over. But the story doesn't really end there. The final part is about the emotional victory and what it all truly meant. To celebrate, he did something really simple. The evening after the ruling, he just drove. No destination, windows down, just hearing that V8 rumble. The same sound his father and his grandfather heard. It wasn't about escaping, it was about remembering who he was. At the end of the day, this story shows that some objects are so much more than just objects. They're symbols, our history, our family, our identity. So it's worth asking yourself, what in your life represents who you are? And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. The fight was never about the car's dollar value. It was about the principle. It was a fight against disappearing, a fight for the right to keep a piece of himself that was uniquely his. And that's a powerful reminder of what's truly worth defending.